Majority of the people in the U.S. are overweight anyways, but it's the food. Guess where all the organic food comes from? Mexico. Yeah. No wonder like that food, it does make you feel different. They said the tobacco companies bought up the food industry and they changed the whole food pyramid. And that's what we eat. They put it in our schools and we started eating that shit. They said like the carbs, sugar, they paid for them scientists to make that food pyramid. So people change their whole diet based on it.
What up, y'all? Welcome back again to another episode of Grind and Prosper Podcast, man. Elevated edition. We back in the place right here with
OT.
Well, we got Keys in the house. Bad, I'll introduce you. You supposed to introduce yourself, bro.
My bad.
And we got Big Los in the house.
Looking at I got some shit to say since y'all had me on.
We ain't been on. We ain't been on since David's last time.
Now look, I've been seeing that guy David y'all been having on him. I just want to give a piece of my mind. I see he's talking about a lot of things, and he sits right here, and he got those glasses on and whatnot. But the Marlon Wayans thing, it pissed me off. VladTV say went and talk bad about him. He made him an offer to get on his show. Like like how
lowballed him.
Like we paid David to get on here. A couple Snickers and nickel bops and stuff, whatever.
Sweet tea from Chicken Express.
Yeah, Chicken Express, chicken strips.
Spicy tenders.
So basically, he tried to play him like he wasn't worth it to be on his show because he's like, I want like 40,000 and plus whatever future, like 30% or 40% of future revenues from the video.
Yeah.
And he was like, man, you're not even worth that. Like, I think he went on some podcast and talked about it. But what bothered me is that, like, he tried to get, like, other comedians like D.L. Hughley and stuff like that, like, to kind of, like, talk bad about him. Like, because he was, I kind of, like, booty hurt about it. And then he was like, well, yeah, like, Marlon Wayans, he tried to ask for a ridiculous amount. He's like, and look at all his last interviews. He's like, he hasn't even did 1 million views, da-da-da. But...
He's doing them now though with Shannon.
Well, no, that's why I was happy. They say Big Hunk. They call him Big Hunk. They say he whooped him up and did the interview. And that's why I was like, man, maybe the interview wasn't for you, but it was for him. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, because it wasn't worth it to you, but like this is their culture. This is like a black culture thing.
His family's a big part of the comedy
they are.
movement.
Yeah,
and Live in Color. Everybody knows Marlon Wayans.
That shit. That's where Jim Carrey came out.
They even let Jim Carrey come in. They let the white boy come on that shit.
They helped him with his career though.
Yeah,
they helped a lot of people come up. Witherspoon.
Everybody.
A lot of times
I forgot about Jim Carrey.
He was talking about that they would tell him, hey, write something that you could free ball out. Like because they would probably do a retake.
Free ball, huh?
Like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But like you just look at them teeth. Show us them teeth, bro. I know you guys
look. Don't get distracted by the tooth.
I know. Stay on top.
But anyways, like we were saying, but he would say like to tell them like to go on their own and be like, because they would retake something and the whole crowd would be there. Shut the hell up, damn. The whole crowd would be there, so it'd be like not to they wouldn't laugh again and shit. And this was before they were like telling them like to laugh, the audience and shit, participate. So them fools
and stuff.
Yeah, so they would pretty much be able to write their
own.
You
don't know shit.
Write their own material. Well, you don't have an attention span to watch a podcast, bro. That's why.
Go ahead. Sorry.
So that's why you didn't listen to it.
So, sorry about that.
But anyways,
he went and did the show, and he got like 1.8 million views or something in the first week, and it went off. And he made a post like back to DJ Vlad and was like, yeah, he's like, I told him I was giving him a deal. Hey, because Shannon Sharp done got paid now. Yeah. But I seen him do that with a whole bunch of other people too. Like he said that Shannon Sharp didn't make. I think Shannon Sharp kind of did it because of that. Because he said that he didn't make that much money off of the Cat Williams interview. Because he made all kinds of money off that shit, like millions.
Yeah, that shit was
viral and everything,
everywhere.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I mean that blew him up even more than what he had just was getting started, but
with his
he was making his name for himself. And that just
people already liked him, but that shit just
skyrocketed him to the top of what he's doing
in the podcast game, show, whatever. The interview, I guess the interview.
He left First Take and shit.
What do you think about? People of our generation. I mean, he is part of the culture.
Yeah, so especially ESPN and all that.
People call him.
They're gonna wanna fuck with him because
everybody knew him and Skip Bayless. Like that was like a good little duo.
No, that was my thing though. Is like you said people want to fuck with Shannon Sharp. Like VladTV, like he's not like because like that's what I'm saying. He's like a spectator to the culture and stuff. Like he gets all these guys and like constantly makes them say dumb shit. Like you know they're not supposed to be saying it about themselves. Like it's not that he ain't the feds. Like I don't believe he's the feds, but I'm like you got all these guys that you know they're not smart.
That are incriminating themselves.
Yeah, and they're just you're asking the questions for them to incriminate themselves because you want to know, and you're still gonna put it out. Like you can edit it out if you wanted to.
He's a very well educated man, so he knows.
Yeah, he knows how to ask it. Like he knows how to fucking put the question out, and they're gonna be like, oh yeah, and then he's like.
And they start tripping over their own words and saying too much before it's too late.
Yeah.
Like, I killed a guy back in '86.
He got them all loose and shit too. Drinking. He's like, shit.
He had
loose.
our Hurricane Chris on there.
Like you.
Like about the 50 Cent dude in Shreveport. And man, I kind of feel like he's like joking with him. Like it's like he's kind of making fun of him. Like, come on, you know, the A-Baby song.
Of him.
Yeah, bro, like A-Baby ain't been out since fucking, I was in elementary school or something. So I'm like, man, there's no reason just because he's like going off talking about 50 Cent.
I mean, that's what you would call a culture vulture, kind of.
That's what I'm saying. That's kind of how I was feeling about it. But he went back. I seen he went back and apologized to Marlon Wayans because I feel like he knew he fucked up. And like, he was like, I'm sorry. He's like, it kind of hurt my feelings because I felt like you were disrespecting my platform, like, da-da-da. But I feel like his fans started getting behind him and like other comedians were like, nah, like, you know what I'm saying? They are a big part of this shit. Like, like we're not just gonna let you sun him. Like he tried to sun him pretty much. And then another thing is I was looking at the net worth. Marlon Wayans is worth like $40 million and DJ Vlad's only worth like $10 million. Yeah. And so I'm like, man, you over here like disrespecting this man. I'm thinking,
that's how I feel like.
I think the Wayans brothers have a big franchise, like a bunch
he
of
he disrespected him, by the way.
He talked to him.
He kind of made
the whole family was in that shit
after he denied him the.
But.
And the thing is, they're so quiet about it though. Like, bro, I went and looked up all their net worth. The whole family's rich. Yeah, the brother's worth like 90 million. The oldest brother, Sean Wayans, I think he's worth 60. The brother's worth 60, 80, and then their kids are worth like 9 million. The whole family's rich.
They're like the Jacksons of the comedy.
Yeah, and I'm just like, damn, like I can't believe he really tried to like talk to him like that. Like he was like nothing. Like he was just. Like not worth it.
Yeah, he should have fucking investigated it.
And why you bring him on if you're gonna do him like that?
Yeah. Why would you do that shit?
Or why even like bring it up? Like I feel like he should have never even brought it up and made it public.
What'd you get out of that? Acting like you've never seen all the movies.
His shit's going down now. They're gonna be like, nah, you can't fuck with him like that.
I don't know. It's hard to turn your head away from Vlad, though.
Think about, I mean, the movie White Chicks still is making revenue. Still,
I mean,
TV still quote the movie.
Yeah,
you know, everyone knows.
That's probably one of the most quoted movies.
Scary Movie too. I think they had Scary Movie. I think they said they sold it like after the third one.
Haunted House was another comedy one.
Oh yeah.
Wayans Brothers, a show after school.
What the hell? Yeah, I bet you that's the main one they got paid off of.
Yeah, for the older ones, Living Color. I mean, the list goes on, really.
Yeah, because that's what Shannon Sharp was talking about, all the shit he did. He was like, damn, I did all that. He's like, man, I should just go ahead and retire right now. And it's crazy, though, because they're, like, real humble about it. Because, like I said, the whole family's rich, and you never even hear about them in the news. Like, they live real quiet.
And everybody, I don't know about y'all, but everyone used to watch the Wayans Brothers. Right?
Every day.
Hell yeah. I done let my nuts hang on DJ Vlad.
Jamie Foxx was on that shit too,
Yep. Right before or after, I can't remember.
Brothers.
We're happy and we're living and we're colored. Give me your
heart. No, they changed it. I remember. Did they change it?
Because they had two different beats. They had the other one.
The intro.
Yeah, and then they had the other one that was like a hip hop beat.
And they jumped down off the steps.
Now the intro, remember it?
And then it changed after that.
Yeah, like the newer one before
the remix. Yeah, when they.
I think, what if it was like that? Because they said colored, and they're like, y'all can't say that, man. They're like, redo it.
Living in good,
and,
yeah. That's where that shit come
rest
from.
in peace, Witherspoon, because he was
they put him on too. They said
that
they used to think he was too ghetto or something like that, and they gave him an opportunity.
Yeah, man.
That's like they really,
Hollywood would do that shit, man.
And I think that Wayans brother might still come on. He used to a couple years ago.
Yeah,
I'm sure. Like Bounce,
that probably plays like the late night shit.
Like Bounce TV and stuff that like still plays classics.
But look, I forgot. Look, that Hurricane Chris interview. I forgot. That's why I was saying like he does kind of be a culture vulture because he was like, yeah, Vlad. He's like, we the fourth most uneducated in the country. Like, and he sounded, you know what I'm saying? He ain't sounding like the smartest like person that there is. And he's like, oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. He's like, he was like, he said something fucking dumb in between. But he's like, yeah, and he's just still going on with them. And I'm like, man, that's when I was like, man, he's just having this dude on here like just to kind of make a mockery.
Not even trying to help him out, like.
Just get him say something about 50 Cent, you know, saying more.
Yeah, get those the ball rolling. Titles, you know?
Yeah, that's what.
Like he was like, he's like, can't nobody tell me I don't rap better than 50 Cent. Like they're like, but his catalog. And I'm like, man, you knew that dude was like not
he's
like
gonna
that.
Antagonize him basically to get like how we make clips.
Yeah.
He's trying to get,
Yeah,
that's what he was
basically,
He
doing.
did that shit on purpose, bro.
Yeah,
Straight
big
up.
highlight points.
He was
That
just
was-
baiting him in.
You
Yeah,
don't
that was the
beef
title.
with 50
Just
Cent, bro.
masturbating.
50
You
Cent's
know
gonna
what?
go at you.
And once he got off the phone with him, he said,
He's like, you ain't gonna believe this
I
shit
got him.
Hurricane
I
Chris
got
said
him,
about
guys.
you. Hey, baby, call me back.
No, it was a real interview. He brought him in the studio.
no, but I'm saying
Oh.
once he set up the interview.
Oh, yeah,
you know,
yeah.
After he hung up the phone
He's like, we
call,
want to hear what you got to say.
After he locked the deal with him, he's like, yeah.
He was like, that was easy.
Man, it
It's like,
we
there's
got
donuts
him,
and
guys.
cookies outside if you want some.
It was crazy though. He was like talking about how they filled stadiums. He's like, yeah, 10,000 people, and like a big ass concert is fucking.
More than that,
Yeah,
like
you're
50.
gonna load that bitch up. It was like, yeah, he's like, people over here. He's like, man, put this song on. He's like, and they're gonna rock the whole fucking show. The end zone and the stadium. And I was like,
But it
man,
goes to show he don't really respect the culture though, because Hurricane Chris's position doesn't matter. He still does have a classic, so that's what he should have interviewed him about.
yeah, that's what
Like you're a hip hop, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and it was about some
Am I
messy
wrong?
shit.
Yeah,
Am I
that's what
wrong,
I'm
though?
saying. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. It's culture vulture because he brought him there just to get some juicy.
Right, and
shit
it's like he's
out of
still
him
a
with the
legend
50
in a
Cent
way, bro.
situation.
And that's the thing too. Like that's why I wouldn't want that's why I said like I'm okay with like people being proud of their race and shit because like why would you
Where we
want
going with
two
this?
black dudes like arguing with each other at that like you got two black dudes beefing with each other so it's saying like the George Lopez and fucking Rap Barboza thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like nobody wants to see them beefing like that. Like if someone gets them on an interview and they're like, yeah, fuck him, right? Like, oh, well, and you said this about him and like elaborate on that. Like, go ahead.
And he's like antagonizing something that's already a stereotype too.
Yeah, so I'm
You know what I'm
just
saying?
it's just like shit. Do it to someone else. Like go do it to a fucking white comedian or something. And like I really haven't seen him do it. To be honest with you, I haven't seen him do it to a
I
white
mean, because there's
comedian.
only like millies. There's only a few people in the culture that would even really matter.
Yeah,
They probably feel like the only people that
Martin-
get the clicks, is
that
And
Martin,
someone
you
probably
know,
just
who
know what
watches-
he's gonna do though.
that
Ask
Martin
dumbass
Shkreli
questions
dude,
like
the
that.
one that was that Pharma dude. He bought the
Okay,
Wu-Tang
yeah,
Clan
the
album.
Wu-Tang, yeah.
That's about like one of
The
the last.
HIV medication dude.
Yeah, he raised up the price. He said,
He tried justifying it too, bro. I can't remember.
I don't know
what
if it was
Yeah,
that.
and they
Was it
sold it,
HIV
so-
medication?
Yes, it was. It was a suppressor or something like that.
Man, that's crazy.
He
He
somehow
could have
got
sold
for
it
a price.
way cheaper, but he sold it for like thousands or hundreds.
And I mean, because you
more,
got to
like-
think that's a highly sought after medication, so he knew that, bro. That's like having the cancer meds and be like, well, shit, y'all need
that's
this.
like that.
Suck my dick.
Did you see the plane that went down in Brazil? That shit with all the doctors on it. They said that they had came from a conference about them discovering a cure for cancer, and they're like, "Oh shit!" Out of nowhere, it fucking went down. Some doctors,
Yeah.
I think, missed their flight or didn't
They
make
said-
it. Or
oh, they
Or
something.
they
said
said some
too.
just so happened to reschedule it right
Yeah.
No, it was
Ice-
ice. They said ice got on the fucking deal. They said there was built up ice, like on the wings or something. And they're like, that's what made it go down. But I don't know.
That shit's
I don't know. They do have mountains.
That's just
down there.
weird as fuck.
I don't
know.
see it being like snowy.
I mean, they make more money if they can treat you monthly, fucking yearly. Like, oh yeah, you're gonna keep coming, keep buying this drug, buddy.
That was another thing I forgot. They're fucking trying to get 6-year-olds on Ozempic.
What
I
the
saw that
fuck?
shit.
They got
Yeah, I did hear about that.
they got 12-year-olds already on it on Medicaid though, and they get a shot every week for the rest
What
of their
about
life.
diabetic kids and stuff like
That
you
is
give them-
diabetic. That's
Well,
the
for
Oh,
the-
it is for that?
Yeah,
I thought it
that's
was
for
weight.
them.
They use it for weight, but it's diabetic
okay.
because we have obese 6-year-olds, we have obese 12-year-olds. Like it's
Okay.
already a problem in the country, but that's what like
Shit's
I'm like, how you gonna give them that before other shit?
they don't get to the fucking bottom of the problem. It's like a big pharma
Yeah.
thing though, because that shit's really in the food. Like that's why the kids are fucking fat. Like
Hell yeah.
everybody in the U.S. like a majority of the people in the U.S. are overweight anyways, but it's the food.
Yeah.
And like that's what we're talking about when we went to Mexico.
Mexico.
Whenever you guess where all the organic food comes from? Mexico.
yeah.
Exactly. Like you go to the organic store here, it all says from Mexico. From Mexico, you get
Like
fucking
Argentina and
avocados, lemons, oranges, fucking everything comes from Mexico that's organic.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, no wonder like that food it does make you feel different. Like
Even
the
our chicken
food, your
and
body
stuff.
knows your food and shit. Like
Yeah.
that's what they're saying. They said the tobacco companies bought up the food industry in the late 80s and early 90s, and they changed the whole food pyramid. And that's what we fucking eat. They put it in our schools, and we started eating that shit. They said like the carbs, sugar.
Kept us addicted to that shit.
Yeah, they said like
Fuck.
10% of artificial sugar. They paid for them scientists to make that food pyramid, so people would change their whole diet based
Yeah.
on it. And that's like what happened with the fucking problem in the U.S. And then now these companies that have something to do with that have the Ozempic now too, and they're gonna sell a shot to the government for all the rest of their life. That's like once they get the shots, the rest of their
Hell
life.
no,
Like
fool.
that's
Their
what's
all
bodies
the ones on
whatever, like,
Medicaid and all that
In the
other
state
shit.
of California, they're banning hot Cheetos, Twinkies in the middle.
'Cause of
like,
the
in
dye, though,
Thank
bro.
God.
Is it Red
Thank
Lake?
God.
that
in
red.
school.
Yeah,
red
well,
42.
that shit gets
and
say-
others, I think I don't know. I'm not sure.
It's cool. Takis and
the
shit.
schools for
Yeah,
sure.
Takis for
Have
sure.
y'all seen in Europe, like they have some of the same drinks, but they use actual orange juice and stuff.
No.
So they need to, man.
No.
Like, kids love that shit.
They said what they do in Europe is that the pesticides they use on our food, it's illegal in their country, but they sell it to us and we eat it. That's what's crazy.
But they
to
say
me.
like in Germany and stuff, like you go to actual, probably in Mexico too, like their cheese is made fresh, their sauce, all their meat is like fresh. Our chicken and stuff is like packed with hormones. That's why like they're getting puberty faster. People are getting health problems. Like
But that's why you feel real gassy and bloated.
But men get high levels of
estrogen receptors in the food. That's what they said.
bro.
Plastic estrogen receptors are in the
pump up
shitload
those
of food.
chickens.
Yeah, like it's messing with the hormones.
And they're stressed out, which your body produces hormones when you're stressed. So think about an animal that's cooped up, getting fed wrong. You know what I mean? We're eating a stressed out animal's body. With their hormones.
He said we need veal.
But you know we're eating what they are. You know, like you are what you eat.
They put shit in it to make it last longer
That is
too.
funny, but
I think veal's like a baby cow.
It is. That's a lot of Italian.
It's a baby something. Yeah,
it's a baby cow. They
It
keep
is
them happy.
a lot of Italian food is
With
like
that Wagyu steak, so the fat marbly one.
Stop.
He said
That's
they
like
need to
that
treat it good. He said they sing to
It's kind of
it.
fucked
You
up. We
see
eat
that little
in lamb.
egg that they eat, and it's like a little baby bird or some shit. Like
in the Philippines.
rich fucks. Like over there too.
I forget what it's called. You let
It's
it
fucking
like grow a little
weird.
bit, and it got it's a delicacy. They boil it.
Yeah, for real rich folks like that
Yeah,
shit
and
too.
it's
I'm
got
like,
the
what
whole
the
body with the
fuck?
bones and a little bit of feather.
He said goose eggs.
I think it's high in protein though.
I bet.
Hell
Yeah, we get an egg and a body.
He said
there you go.
He's like whale sperm. He said that's what they're eating. Look, they said they arrested your cousin in France.
Primo?
They said the CEO of Telegram was a Russian. I think he's a Russian citizen.
Your primo.
My cousin.
But they said they're like
Is he all right?
We ain't Russian fool.
They said they're like complicit.
I'm not.
They said he's like complicit in like distributed people's identities getting stolen, like all kinds of shit. They're saying like it's just like
every kind of trafficking.
Just because
shit.
he's allowing everything that happens, or not even necessarily allowing, but everything that happens on his platform. That
So he doesn't put a stop to
they're
it.
saying it's the
It's
Wild
free
West.
speech. It's
Yeah, it's
like-
free
like-
speech.
Okay,
Yeah.
kind of almost like the dark web type of thing.
Yeah, he won't let.
But in a platform.
He won't stop nothing like from happening. Like
Damn.
it's kind of like Elon Musk whenever he got X. Like like all platforms on social media were censored. He's not like censoring anything. He's not
Yeah, they
taking
said
any
they got
content
porn
down.
and shit on there.
Yeah, there is. That's what I'm saying because he believes in free
I know
speech.
Reddit has it too.
Nah, but Reddit's still like it's not all that. Like Elon Musk is the first billionaire that bought a platform. So before that, everything's
for
censored.
real?
Yeah, you can't talk about a whole bunch of things. Like
Well, even when you Google stuff, there's a lot of stuff that, like, say if other countries they can't see some of our stuff and vice versa. Like,
nah, but it's like this, like for a political opponent or something.
For TikTok when it first came out, you could post anything, talk about anything. Nowadays, you can't say.
bro, I said,
you can't say,
Nah, I know what I
died,
said.
killed. You can't say gun.
I know what I said.
So
Yeah, but
You
you know what?
remember?
I bet you they got pressure too because they're trying to ban TikTok.
yeah, and that's what I'm saying. They did that because of the pressure, and so they're going to cooperate. Should we say?
Hell yeah.
But they're not trying to cooperate. You know what I'm saying in their situation.
Well,
they're
they're tripping. I think they're tripping on the guy from Telegram because he's Russian and the TikTok because they're Chinese. Because you know what I'm saying. That's weird that they're tripping out so bad on them. But because they don't understand the algorithm of TikTok neither. They know why the algorithm of YouTube and Instagram and Facebook, how it works, but they don't know why you're showing certain stuff on TikTok because it's a Chinese company.
And you don't think it has to do with the app permissions too?
No, yeah, but they're tripping about the Chinese getting in the servers and being able to look at the people's data.
Well, because our mics and stuff, like you have to allow certain things, and then like.
But they said they promised. They said they promised to keep the servers somewhere else, like not in China. They said to keep them off.
Wasn't it in Europe or something?
I think it's like another Asian country.
About that.
It's like another Asian country, but I don't know. But
Singapore.
maybe I think that might have been it. That could have been it.
I think so.
But they said they were going to keep their servers there and not in China, and that they promised to, and that that it's U.S. I forgot it's Chinese owned in the U.S. He said, "Hey,
You should be there when you get home." Nah, I'm
He's
messing.
stupid.
hey, no."
Be on my ass.
No, I'm just playing.
But no, I think it's good though for free speech because I believe in that because some of the videos we'll be posting sometimes they get shadow banned for like political stuff. You say anything about it, like I feel like people aren't dumb. People aren't dumb. People could judge if shit's true or not. And even whenever you say something on a podcast, like it's no guarantee that it's fucking true. Like you still gotta decipher for yourself and decide if it's real or not. But
gotta investigate it for yourself.
Yeah, and I don't feel like a company like that should be pressured by the government, and then you can't even see it. Like you're not even allowed to decide.
Right, because it's still free speech, even if it's dumb or smart. Like you're allowed to say whatever you want. Doesn't mean it doesn't come with consequences, but free speech is whatever.
Yeah. Shit, there is no consequences. But the thing is it's platforms.
But I'm saying
they said free speech, but the platforms they never said it's free platforms. So because you got to get your ass out there in the public and have free speech, it doesn't mean you can say whatever the fuck you want on the platform.
Account, you do. We don't read all the terms and conditions, but it's in there.
That gray line, that fine line.
Like not on YouTube, pal.
No, but that's what they were saying. Like whenever the founding fathers made the country and stuff, they're like they never imagined Facebook or YouTube or fucking Instagram. They never imagined none of that. So they never imagined people wanting to speak out on their. But that's the reason a lot of shit gets spread out so fast now is because, like, a lot of bullshit gets exposed. Yeah, a lot of bullshit does. Even if it's misinformation, people will go find out the real story.
It's a gift and a curse. Like, I can call you if you're in another country, FaceTime you as if we're still hanging out, check on your family, but at the same time, like you were saying, like, false information, especially like elections.
Mark Zuckerberg just barely came out because they were pressuring him. Like, they were
like the Venezuelan thing.
Oh,
yeah, we can get to that.
Yeah, man. See,
that goes with the misinformation.
Yeah, see, and see what dumb shit like that though. See, it's like rhetoric for a campaign. That's
what
I mean.
That's someone that thinks that's real though.
Like certain shit, like they should like.
Okay, say that happens. Say that happens 20 years ago when we weren't, all oblivious to what's really going on. Yeah, or just not giving a fuck. But 20 years that would happen, we would went along with it. Like, dang, you know what I'm saying? Like, you would actually want to pay no attention to it. But
and they would
now
call
that everyone's, woke, saying you're just like, bro, hell no. Let's look into this. Like you said, let's look into this. Like, nah, bro, that's bullshit.
Yeah, because I'm like, how's it getting pushed to every city? Like, it's like a political thing or something. Like, okay,
in the status of their country right now.
Yeah, someone got to be pushing it. Like, it's either the logical thing is like a Republican to me is because they're like close the borders. These Venezuelans are getting in here because now they're like, all right, we need the Mexicans to vote for us now that are in the country. Yeah, they're like, so we can't say the Mexicans. So like, fuck it, let's blame the Venezuelans now.
And that's random because you never really heard about them before, other than when their economy crashed and stuff like that. In the U.S.,
because
was real big.
To me, they seen that they were lacking a big minority vote as far as come from Mexicans.
Yeah,
that they ran Mexicans off with.
What's sad though,
still too,
it's like racial profiling wise, Mexicans are gonna get blamed too. Like.
Even it's true though. It is true. Like it's not even the Mexicans. Like it's not the. It used to be like the tradition, like how they said to come to the U.S., work, find a better life, and send money back home.
Yeah.
But then come back home whenever you're done sending the money and you build your life over there to retire. Yeah. But now it's not like that anymore. Like people are like whatever. It's not even as bad in Mexico as it was. Yeah. Like now the economy's starting to like balance out now. Like even the pesos. Remember when we went over there? It's not everything's not as cheap as it used to be.
I just seen it the other day. It was like 20 pesos a dollar. I was like, what the fuck, bro? That's just high.
Mexico's expected to be one of the top countries in maybe at least 10 to 20 years.
Yeah, true. Because they changed to our top trading partner. I think. From China, it changed to Mexico.
China's building a lot of factories over there.
They got like lithium or some shit.
The only thing that I think will stop it, like a lot of shit will change depending on the candidate. Because
they also being supplied. They're also being supplied fuel from us. Also,
we need to have good relations with Mexico anywhere. They're so close.
Because Mexico always has its own fuel, and there's only one. It's the government that controls it. That's it. There's no different. But anyways, now they're getting some from us through Texas and. And it's to help, and they're going to help. I mean, they're going to start building.
Well, they wanted Canada.
They got the mines too.
U.S. and Mexico to all form in one. Arrow.
No, the thing is though, if Donald Trump does come into office, he doesn't fuck with that. Like he'll let his nuts hang like on China because China's building all these factories there because they're supposed to get tariff. Like they're supposed to get tariffs on their shit whenever they send it to the U.S. So the way they're going around it is building the factories in Mexico, send it through with the NAFTA agreement. So Mexico's allowed to trade with us as much as they want, and it's like no tariffs. So with China doing that, they're going to be like, he's going to say something. He's going to be like, hey, like hold the fuck up.
He's trying to put a stop to them.
They said there's more Nissans being built in Mexico than there is.
Yeah.
That is true. They have vehicles.
That's a big thing. Solar panels, all that shit is all supposed to get fucking.
I think they have it like NOV, even though that's a local company. They put places like that in Mexico too. Like,
oh man, you know what I seen too? What's it? The fucking Mexican store, like the 7-Elevens over there. They're coming to Texas.
The Oxos.
Yeah, they're coming.
Yeah, I have seen that too.
I was like, no fucking way. I was like, it was like a month later after we got back. I was like, man, I said that's crazy as fuck. They bought one of the like DK Alon or something. One of the 7-Eleven chain
I
or
think
something.
DK's a European thing too. That's what's weird. It isn't.
Nah, I think.
Or they have them there.
I don't think it was like a merger. It was between two companies, and then they split it off from 7-Eleven or
crazy
Stripes
that we're
or
getting a
something.
lot
They
of-
sold that bitch, huh?
Yeah, so that's why I saw.
Stripes.
Yeah, 7-Eleven. They all started changing their signs. Half of them were 7-Elevens, half of them were DK. But that's basically what's happening with the Mexican place. They're buying up all these stores, and they're going to own them chains, that certain chains. And I was like, damn, that's crazy. It said after like 30, 40 years in Mexico, they're busting into the U.S. market.
Yeah,
and they're like, all of the customers that already go back and forth, they're going to know the chain, and we're going to. So they're probably most likely going to start from all the border states and just.
Yeah, it'll grow like Buc-ee's and shit.
Yeah, Mexican Buc-ee's.
No, you know what's weird? Buc-ee's is only in Texas.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. They
just
said the
like
Bookies.
Whataburger is
Hey, they're
up
gonna
north
have
now.
motherfuckers with fucking the hair and everything. They're gonna say the Bookies.
Hey, they're gonna have the rat tails.
Rat tails.
Mullets, mullets. Yeah, that's how they made that shit cool.
But yeah, man,
So,
actually, we're speaking about the gangs, you know, taking over apartment complexes and
What?
you know,
I'm not in on that.
you know,
If y'all were the ones arguing about it.
taking the rent money and everything. I mean, I don't know if y'all looked into it actually, but no, I mean, nothing's going on there. I mean, it's just
how do you
residents
feel
that are
about it?
living there. Residents are living there. Yes, they're just out not giving a fuck. Think about it. You come over here to the country illegally. You get here, you're welcomed by the government.
Yeah.
Because you get funded, you get a place to stay. But shit, how else they gonna be living? They gonna be living like they don't give a fuck, like they own the place.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? that's the problem. You know,
That's what this journalist was
that's
talking
what's
about.
fucked up.
A Mexican journalist, matter of fact, that's what he was saying. He was like, before, he's like, Mexicans were going over there to work. He's like, all you hear these guys talking about now is they're coming up through Mexico. They're like the benefits that they're gonna get. Like once they get over there, that's what they're going for is the benefit.
They're not coming for anything else.
And then the ones that are coming, especially from Venezuela, they're the ones that are being pushed to come this way because they're not even worried about their own.
Their country is fucking and it's unstable.
Yeah, because they let some
A
of
lot
them
of the
prisoners out. Yeah, they let them
so
out.
think about how they're gonna act. I mean, that's how they're gonna act. And I'm not saying that that's okay because to me, yeah, it's bullshit. It's fucked up because they're fucking it up for everybody.
Yeah, like
but
people that
really-
need benefits and stuff, like they're not gonna get
But
them.
I think that's what the problem is. Like they show parking lots where they're like been hanging out in like Target parking lot. And it's after they leave, nothing but trash everywhere.
Yeah,
you know
Remember,
that they leave
didn't I
behind
tell you
beer
they-
bothings and
That
so,
sounds about right.
and
Well, I
that's
heard
the thing is
Mexico
like
got trapped
that's
other
you see
people
what I'm saying. That's
as they came
them,
up.
and that's why what they're doing to me is like. They staying at these apartments is, you know, they get paid. Well, they having all their friends apartments. They have all their friends coming over.
You're stupid,
Hey,
bro.
let's have this cookout. You know what I'm saying? They're all partying, you know,
Drinking.
fucked
Yeah.
up. Shit, they getting they start picking up bullying on the neighbor. You know,
Yeah,
Yeah, and do you feel like they don't
some
respect
chick
it
in the
because it's not
fucking-
their
Yeah, they
country
out there.
anyway? Do y'all feel like they might feel like that?
What?
Like they just don't have like a respect, like this ain't
Well,
my
they
place.
don't, bro,
no,
'cause
Venezuelans
like, this
know.
ain't my
Like,
place.
no,
He just said they're coming for benefits. That's what, so
Yeah.
they know they're not coming to fucking
I kinda feel
work.
like-
or
I
I feel
Hey,
like that,
dog.
though. I'm
No
asking
one-
as an opinion.
No one hasn't been racist to them yet. They used to call Mexican wetbacks.
But I'm saying, that, you know what's sad?
Hey, so there's been no word. Hey, there's
Mexicans
been-
are gonna get blamed.
No,
for it,
there's
though.
been no kind of words or anything made for like Venezuelans or Salvadorians that come over here.
Nah, but what's sad is Mexicans are gonna get the
what they
backlash
gonna
from
call
it.
them? Desert walkers.
Hey, yeah, they're gonna
They
be
walk
like
to
you
the
fucking
desert, you know
cactus
what I'm
back.
saying?
I don't know. I'm sure there'll be a name.
They're like you fucking dumpster. They're you fucking dumpster divers. They're gonna
Man.
fucking make up any
But
kind
yeah,
of
no, it's fucked up, man. You know, because I've even seen even a family, which I understand is cool. Like they came over and they worked and shit, but like they got all these extra fucking tax breaks, bro, to get a fucking crib. Like,
Right. What about
how
you?
the
You know, like,
fuck?
would you get that?
How the fuck?
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
would you get that
That's
help?
what I'm
No,
saying.
you
I
know
don't
what I
know.
mean. Why would you fucking help them and
Even
not
like we
us?
started a
Like,
business, bro.
No,
we
but
won't get that.
look, I can't say because I don't know exactly how that shit works.
Right.
I haven't looked into it because they do say they get benefits and stuff, but
Well, no,
I don't know. I know in Texas they
Like,
ain't
do
gonna
they
get
Well,
just
I mean,
shit.
they
It's too
said the
conservative
family
here.
saved up their money. The guy worked, they worked jobs and this and that.
But, like, the gas
it's like,
station thing.
how did they look? You know what I mean? Like, give them help. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you
Do we
saved the
have
money.
like agreements with certain countries or something? Because like certain people do
Fuck
get
no.
like funding.
Fuck no. We just took the Venezuelan president's
Yeah.
fucking airplane.
Oh yeah, we did
fucking
in Florida.
Why?
because this shit, like the shit.
But was it like gifted to them?
Well,
Like,
no,
the US
somebody
was taking
bought it and it was from
Through
here.
a shell. They
That's
got
funny as fuck.
It's like how they did the Russians. Like whenever they fucking put what the fuck do they call it, like trade restrictions on your country. Nobody could trade with you. They make all of our allies not able to trade with you, and they got a shitload of oil there, so they want their oil. But they're like, nah, fuck that. Like, we're not gonna
They
buy your
took the
oil.
plane.
They took his fucking plane.
he tried to
Bought through a
buy it
shell
from
He
company.
came outside to go somewhere. He's like,
And they found out it was him, and they were like, "Oh fuck that, he ain't taking that shit."
That
it
is
was like
crazy.
a jet, bro.
Yeah, it was like
a private jet.
They said the Air Force One. That was their equivalent of it.
Like it looked nice.
But imagine coming outside like, hey, y'all want to go out to eat? My
gone.
plane's around here somewhere.
That motherfucker sees the little fucking cart pulling it
GPS
off.
is in
Hey,
front.
they're pulling it off. He's like, hey.
He's like, hey, I didn't ask to go nowhere.
Hey, that's fucked up. He's like, man, I swear I cashed out on that.
Man, fuck him,
Hey,
man.
and it's guys in Aaron suits.
Yeah,
No.
he fucking fucked that election over and just told him, "Oh, I won." That's why I said I don't fuck with that fool, man. That fool is a piece of shit.
Oh yeah.
I think he knew he was
He's a
getting
whole
out,
ass
bro.
leader, though. Have you see how he got the
Yeah,
people
to do
living?
that shit. I mean, but they've been doing that shit there for
Have you seen how they got a
years,
shower?
bro. They can always do that
like,
shit.
They have not only allowed to use so much hot water and shit.
man, they teach them.
Where?
And they can only buy so much toilet paper in Venezuela. Like, it's really fucked up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Their Burger
bro,
Kings
that's
are limited
it.
on supplies because, like, the way I can't remember what started it, but like the rich people
Bro,
basically
this
are
has
keeping
been-
everything.
This has been for like 10
Yeah,
years.
yeah. I watched a
minute,
Vice
bro.
documentary
They do
back
that
in
type
what, like
shit.
2011 or 12.
Yeah, for a while, he was like taking all food.
But their Burger King is so someone went in there, bro. And their menu's real short. Like they don't have shit, bro, or it's really expensive.
Their economy's fucked.
Yeah,
That
they
shit's
made
worth
toilet paper.
money
They made
worth of
inflation.
fuck.
Yeah, they made inflation
Have
bad
y'all
there.
seen their stores?
I don't know.
Very limited,
I just
bro,
know.
and expensive for like I said, toilet paper. That shit.
It's one of
here.
the richest countries.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
their inflation. They
What?
said their fucking wealth is like at the government level. The fucking top people that run the government.
that's-
They-
Yeah.
They roll up on the motorcycles
Oh,
and
who
kidnap
was it?
them.
That, someone I was fucking listening to a podcast and they were talking about. You know what? He's like they are pretty good at kidnapping people. He's like they'll kidnap someone in a heartbeat.
Okay, so that was one of the things. The citizens are getting so mad they're starting to go to the richer areas. So those people are living fine, while the leader was telling them like basically giving an example of how he could get clean in 30 seconds or something like that. You shouldn't need that much hot water, blah blah blah. But it's like y'all are doing like living fine. It's like kind of like when our mayor got a haircut and nobody was supposed to leave the house. Like during Corona, you know, it's kind of like they're living okay, but the citizens, bro. I almost wish we could pull up, like, had the screen to pull up, like, what their stores look like, bro. It's sad. Like, very limited supply and everything's expensive. Kind of like how Alaska, everything there's a little bit more.
No, I think you're describing a third world country.
Well,
I mean, like shit.
Yeah,
Why-
bro.
what-
I mean,
that's what
they
I'm
should be
saying.
taking care of
It's
their
the-
people,
they say
bro.
the money
That's
is
the
It's a
fucked
third
up
world
part.
country.
Like,
Yeah, but
Yeah.
they,
Bro, you
with all
gotta,
the oil and
but
stuff,
you gotta
like, they should
realize,
have-
yeah. But people in the U.S. get spoiled though because you got to think we've never had a war here on our fucking soil. Whenever we came
Yeah.
out of World War
You're
II,
right.
we came out on top. Like the industry in the fucking U.S. was top.
But they say the
that's
stores
why
aren't
that's
always
why
like
we
that,
run.
though.
But I'm saying we've never ever fucking had to live fucked up. Like as
Yeah.
much as we could say there was depressions or any fucking economic crash, we've never had it that bad because we're fucking like so sheltered. Like people in Europe always got to worry about people fucking coming in their country and
yeah.
fighting over borders and shit and fighting over land and wars and shit. So they're like, all right, let's just kind of like try to get along, but we don't trust the next motherfucker next to us.
Yeah, hell
They're
no.
like, cause Hitler, you know what I'm saying? Cause
Yeah.
like Hitler started taking over.
Israel and Palestine, that's how them fools are.
Yeah.
They beef like a motherfucker.
And so imagine in fucking Central America and all the Latin American countries, well, a lot of them, I'm saying they got like fucking dictators and shit that are
Yeah.
like just want the money. It's already a third world
Hell
country, so they're
yeah,
just
we
taking
just
the money.
trying to
But I'm
Hey.
saying
Yeah,
they
they
say
just
the
want. They're like,
stores-
they're like mine.
just
They're
want
like Kodak.
after.
They're like, I ain't never bought out before. I'm
There's
like,
only
I
enough
mean-
for one of us, and it's gonna be me.
But their
Like,
stores used to be filled up, bro. Like they used to be prospering. And
I ain't, bro. When
That's
we
what
to
I'm saying.
Venezuela, I think you talking at your
No, it was,
ass.
on the it was a documentary. No, it was a documentary before they
Bro,
collapsed.
Venezuela's been fucked for a
But it
long
was
time.
before the collapse. Like their stores,
Bro, there's
like they had
been,
it.
bro, when
It was on the Vice documentary, bro.
the fucking collapse has been for a long time because this really the CIA and shit too. Like the U.S.
Yeah.
gets in the
Yeah,
business,
that's true.
they try to put someone in power, it doesn't work. They throw them out of power, and now they got this other person that's a fucking dictator.
Yeah.
Or it's always
Let me
happens
see if
like
I
that.
can
They get
find
fooled.
Something just to show you, bro. It was just a trip seeing how it used to look, and then when that like whoever, I can't even remember whoever was like the leader or whatever.
okay, well, while he looks that up,
Yeah.
you know,
No,
you
phone
see how
please.
the-
No, I'm being for real.
Yeah,
bro.
look it up.
You know how the city manager resigned? from
Where here?
oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
Wichita.
That
What,
shit
like,
is
fuck.
oh yeah,
The girl in
I
the
seen.
weed?
No, but I seen the lady on her way out. She was like having a whole bunch of grievances and stuff, and was like, "Oh well, I think you guys should look into this. That so and so bought a car here, but from the auction, but it was their personal truck already when they were working for the city. So should they be able to buy it? They're like, and they were like,
What the-
they're like, she's just being a like." They're basically saying she's butthurt.
A
and she-
Karen.
yeah,
Yeah.
being a Karen.
Yeah, you
not
go.
even that, but like they're saying she's just being an asshole and just doing all this stuff. And she's like, no, I think
Instigator.
the attorney general should look into this stuff.
So
and
since
I think that's what it is.
2013. So anytime after that, that's when all the shit started going to shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, sorry, I just.
All right, but what was you saying?
Go ahead. Sorry, I just wanted to pull that up. It wasn't. I mean, that is a long time ago, but damn.
So he
Trying to blame
resigned, right? Well, they sent him a letter, pretty much asking him to resign or let him know.
The attorney general did, or the city?
No, the city, the mayor,
the council,
and other people on the on the council wrote him a letter asking him, and so anyways he resigned. But he's still getting paid. He's going to be making over. He's going to be making over half a million.
Half a Dougie
a year?
Fuck.
No,
or till the end of the year.
Dougie.
Till January, end of the year, January 10th, 2025.
Was that the guy that got caught
all
on the
next
weed?
year.
Hey, all salary and benefits are under his
What a
previous
fucking
contract.
bum.
That's crazy.
He will receive an anticipated 5% cost of living increase in pay on October 1st, and a lump sum of payment for any used leave.
Man.
Yeah, see, that's why.
And a lump sum of servants cash payment of
He's like, it's not even that much.
Hush money.
$611,277.
Yeah, that's
That's
why.
18 months of total compensation.
Yeah, homie.
That's why I said if you ever want power, you just get in politics. Really,
And medical insurance covered for the 18 months.
that's what I'm saying.
what the fuck?
Imagine.
It was all part of his contract. It was
Yeah.
all part. It was all part of a separation agreement.
His drug dealer's balling.
Hey, he might know some shit on them, so they're like, man, look.
Yeah,
But
brother.
that's
a contract,
That's
though.
all Wichita people's tax.
But-
I don't live in Wichita County, so that's
He's
y'all
like,
shit.
hey, that's y'all shit.
That's taxpayer money.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
That's what
to
I'm saying. It's a
fucking
big
to do
deal.
nothing.
Like that's why
It's
like in
fucked
politics
up.
you gotta.
Yeah.
That's what you really gotta show up and show out, because if not, people do get away with shit like that. And in Southern shit, they need to make it even. Shit, they're like, why not a couple black people, couple Mexican, couple white people, couple
Exactly.
Asians?
Yeah.
Everybody get 2 seats for everybody. Let them all fuck their own peoples a little bit.
no. I mean,
Hey, look.
it should be represented from each community. Honestly, like
Yeah.
area of
They
town.
fall out your ass.
Not everyone from one area of town representing the whole city.
Yeah. See, that's what like.
Rigged. Look
Yeah,
at
that's
that.
what they're be talking about.
is a
Statistics.
trip.
Like that's just, man, you can't judge the whole fucking the community off of those. Like probably like 25% of like upper people, like higher ups here in town. It's just that shit's just crazy. Because majority is middle class and fucking broke.
But one thing I do know, they say word on the street, they say
He literally
there's
did
big things
such
coming to
disappointment.
Wichita.
Like what?
Just that's just a word.
Hey, you doing what I did about
Like
Venezuela?
big things.
No.
Like more
like-
taxes.
Like they say they're building the bookies.
No, you know what?
But they
The
said,
downtown has been.
they also said because of the schools, now that the schools are building new.
They need.
They need
Yeah.
students in that motherfucker.
No, I mean people.
They're built right off the highway.
That was one thing that was always discussed that when big corporations would come here, or when big people come here to see,
They're like, I can't have my kid
go
going there.
and
yeah.
to build factories or whatever it was to bring their business here, corporation here. The first thing they want to go look at is the schools, because they're going to be their family here. They're going to be their employees' family here. That people that have to transfer, and they're going to be like. Okay.
Man, it's cool,
and then not
man.
only that, but just other things. I'm sure it's like, okay, well, we're going to be staying with.
And they can't all go to Burke
No, they're like, what's the track like? They're like,
Yeah, like who?
And it's all ripped up.
So who wants their kid going to a school that's
yeah, bro. If you're making like $1 million salary or something, you're the CEO of a company. I'll be like, man. I said, I seen rats. I said that ain't cutting it.
And that was another thing why the location for the school was a big thing, because first thing you see you come driving into town.
Boom, boom, both sides. They say both sides. They're like, bing, bang,
Yeah.
boom,
Right off the
pow.
highway.
They say hit them east and west.
Yep.
So
No,
it's
And it's a
and they
nice
said,
school.
so
you got bistros and shit.
so now that they're here established,
Come on, man.
it's going to be easier to get people
Man,
to come.
I wonder why
that
they
is
get
smart,
fucked though. The city gets fucked a lot. Like you ever seen like
yeah.
all the contracts they give with people and they agree to like start and then nothing ever
Oh
happens.
yeah.
What about-
There's also funds that companies around here could get through the city council. Certain.
And then there's grants and shit
Yeah,
because they're
grants.
giving away grant money. That's why I was looking into grant money, like for the tire recycling thing. I was like, shit, let me look for grants. But
Like no one wants to pitch in.
it's a hemp place. I think that they got a big ass grant, and then there was another one.
They
but-
got more
Yeah,
because
that
they were supposed to open up.
But
That's what I just asked you.
years
Until
ago.
it started.
No, yeah, they started,
Last year.
but they
They
came
took,
into
what,
the
3
store.
years ago?
Yeah, but they had an agreement. They just kept pushing it back. But a lot of people would just push
How
it
did
back
they
and
keep
never
getting
start.
money,
And
though?
get more money. Though,
Yeah,
too.
yeah, they'll keep
Yeah, how
on
did they
giving
keep
more
getting
money,
money though?
because the fucking inflation. So they're like, all right, well, we'll send you more now. They're like, just come on now. When you gonna bring these jobs here? But there was
Like,
another one, like a small one that Cinderoo like they just ship packages and something. They got a grant, like 20,000 grant just for nothing. The city gave it to them.
And it's all taxpayer money.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And all these, I don't know how, like, maybe that city manager has something to do with that, giving away these fucking contracts and fucking them never even coming to.
Oh, yeah. You know, the contracts here in the city are crooked as fuck. Yeah. I used to hear about some
They're like
back in the day. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, stop that.
So
like
fools like, hey, I'll give you this job, but you're going to buy this from me, so I get my cut. Oh, okay, yeah,
That
cool.
is how it goes.
Like, yeah, that's exactly how it goes. So that's
the
it.
police department.
You know who you are, bitch ass motherfucker.
Damn.
Damn.
I mean, the other fool ain't here anymore, but
I just want to get in on it.
Yeah, but you know the city workers, the
Hobby?
cops, all that.
No, they
they're
can
supposed to
figure
get
it out.
raised.
I don't mind
can
that.
figure it out.
I don't mind that.
either.
But you know what?
they know.
If they're gonna get a raise, you know what? I think crazy people. The cops don't deal with crazy people at all. They need to figure something out.
Yep.
If they're gonna raise their pay, they need to train them on how mental health.
How to treat
You know, they say there's
because-
not really like any type of support for mental health. Like, I mean, the cops just throw them in jail.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, it's not. They don't care.
there's no
juveniles.
cop. They're not trained for that. That's what he's saying. Like there's
They just throw them to the
Stop
side.
busting your head against the wall.
All right, just keep moving.
Yeah, they're like they don't want to deal with them, so they're like
Uh-uh.
whatever. So that's
Stank
why
up
you
their
see
car,
the
any of
mission.
that shit.
Yeah, you just see the mission and all these homeless people and stuff, and the majority of the homeless people got mental health issues.
Fuck yeah.
So
No,
there's drug use, and then you
I
lock
think
them
they
up.
see it as easy money. You know, I mean, throw them in jail. You
David
know?
Duke.
Yeah.
Not even
They've been
that.
trying to fill that bitch up.
It's not even.
That's
I don't
not
even
even
think
hidden.
even that. Just imagine just dealing with someone trying to fight you and shit, or like someone you can't reason
You're right.
with. Like it's gonna be a fucking hassle. But if you're gonna get paid more than shit, you ought to deal with it because there's other people that are just normal people
Yeah,
trying
you
to
gotta be
work that
trained
got to
in
deal
that
with them
shit.
too because
Yeah.
you're
Shit
just
like
letting
the
them off.
shop.
You're just shooing them off. Like that's what I'm saying. Like I've dealt with a lot of people.
Yeah, they know there's a mental health problem, especially majority of homeless around here.
Yeah,
They know there is, but
There is a bad homeless population in Wichita.
Yeah, it's gotten bad, bro.
Like you said, mental health plays a big part in the drug
and
use.
it's all.
Drug
The sad thing
use.
is that it's our homeless. No, I'm not gonna say all, but the ones that you see regularly on the streets, it's all drugs. It's all mental
Well,
health.
they tie into each other. They say
You know,
If
there's a
lock
few
them
that
up,
are
then
just
they're
mental
depressed.
health that they're out there, but majority of them, man, especially if you go around downtown area, majority of them are drug users.
Yeah. But
Nah, but I feel like they're people that have mental health that use
Yeah,
drugs,
yeah.
and it just like enhances
and
whatever they have
spiral
wrong
out.
with them. Yeah, they just like spiral like
But
they
there's
take
no,
a bad
there's no
spiral.
support though. Like he's saying, like
Yeah, so they should be helped. Yeah, in the first place.
Okay, so when you throw them in jail, you got these people that have problems. Now they got bail, court fee. You know what I mean? Now, what are you gonna do when you're sad? Go do more drugs.
I'm saying, but then in jail too, they just put them on medication and got them asleep all damn day.
Right, and they're not even fixing the problems. They're not seeing a therapist at Trazodone.
Yeah, they're
Go
just
lay
like
down.
that, like
You seen
medication.
them. They sleep all fucking day.
Yeah, on the Seroquel and shit, they're like,
Yeah. But when they get out, they're not really on the proper. That's not a proper medication.
They still a little
I mean, some
coming
people
off
need
that
it.
shit.
Like people that have
Yeah.
nightmares and
Yeah,
shit.
I'm saying not everyone's out there on drugs, but some
a lot of
religious
the,
have-
a lot
a lot
of
of
people
people
they do.
self-medicate.
I feel like a lot of
they
people they do. Yeah, just
If
because
they can get
Alcohol.
it, yeah.
If you're
they'll do that
schizophrenic
shit.
and you're doing smoking weed and drinking even, yeah, you're gonna be set off, and people are gonna be like, "This guy's talking to himself," but no one's.
I mean, yeah, because
he
I've
can't go check himself.
I've
in
given
somewhere.
homeless people weed before, you know what I'm saying, and beer, shit,
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying.
Well, that's
Like,
what they
shit
want. I
here,
mean,
you know
they
what I
sleep
mean.
outside
So they,
and no one hears them out, and
fuck.
yeah,
I just try to
they
do,
can't
you know what I
function
mean. Hey,
normally in a
man,
regular job because they're not properly medicated or anything. Just in and out of jail, back on the streets, butt naked.
yeah, I just don't like it the way some of the cops are like gung ho, and like they can't deal with that like the mental health thing because that's
Imagine if it was one of their kids, you know.
Oh yeah, it'd be a different story. Way
And
different
if
story.
you got
bro.
a gun, you know, you
Shit.
should be
I
responsible.
mean, and what sucks that most situations, kind of like you said, I mean, they go to or encounter, it's automatically going to be aggression from them to the cops a lot of times. So the cops kind of go
de-escalation
already
First
going to the
classes,
mode like
yeah.
and that's because there's no reason because someone that's crazy, you know when they're crazy. When someone's just not
Right.
reasoning with you, like if you can't like negotiate with them or just talk to them, then you're like, all right, well maybe there is something like they're a little bit off.
Yeah, I mean, to be a cop, I think you got to have a good judge of character. I mean, you got to know,
But some people go into it for the wrong reason. They're not really trying to help the community.
It's
Like,
the power,
Yeah,
power
that's
trip.
another thing too. Is I think people should be from the community. The people that are
Right.
policing the community should be from there too,
they know
because
what
that's
it's
another
like
thing.
in the area.
Because they're like, I'm dealing with these motherfuckers again.
Or I
Like,
used to be one of these kids. At one
Yeah,
time.
yeah, it's different whenever you're like, hey, what's up? Like you know everybody and
You
shit,
grew
and
up
you're a
around
cop.
these people, so now they trust you.
yeah.
Because to me
You
now,
know? That's
it's
a real
like
thing.
it's like they like separate you. It's like especially like if you go into a poor community, like a cop goes into a poor community, they're not from there. And so it's like a us against them type of deal. Like
anytime they come, who are they gonna fuck with today?
Yeah,
they only come here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's
but if it's someone that's like, hey, just throw that shit away. Y'all need to chill out. You know, and then they might listen to him because he's not just arresting them right off the rip.
Or even like a friend or something, or they know him through someone else or something. They're like, all right, you know what? I'm not gonna give them hell. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not gonna cause them no problems. Like I'm gonna just go on about my day. And,
yeah.
But people, that's what they said. Like even in New York, they said shit changed like that because they said the cops used to be from the neighborhood, and then they got like crazy like the stop and frisk type shit because they're not from the neighborhood. They see a black dude and they're like, hey, come here. Let me see what you got on you.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, like they assume the worst off a stereotype, and then you might be fucked with just walking to work.
That's another, boy. That's one thing I'm glad about how it is here, just in Texas, general, because over there, you know, they have them jump out boys. You could be walking down the street not doing nothing, they jump out. And
they're allowed to just
shit, what the fuck?
They're allowed to just say you looked a certain way because it's part of the stop and frisk thing.
Yeah, I know, but I know in Texas, I don't think you can't sue the cops. You can't sue the cops at all. Because they basically say that they're acting in the best interest of the community, even if they did fuck up and do something to you that wasn't right. Like it's like they meant well by it, basically. So you got to prove that they didn't mean well.
You got to have a video.
That's gonna be tough.
Yeah, and that's gonna be tough to prove in court. So it's it's hard to sue a cop here in Texas. So it kind of I don't know. I forgot who
the evidence.
Yeah, I forgot who was trying to fucking give cops more freedom like that. I think it might have been Donald Trump.
Yeah. Trying to give them, what is it called? Immunity?
Yeah, immunity. Yeah, because they were like, fuck that. Because it already is like that here. Like,
he wanted to go hard on criminals. That's part of his first campaign, remember?
Matter of fact, are y'all voting?
Are you?
No, are y'all voting?
I said, hell yeah, I'm voting.
Why can't you vote?
He said,
I think I am. I mean, shit. Don't worry who I'm voting for, though. Looking at
No, it's not that it will count. In a sense, it's because you vote for your the electoral college. That's what you vote for. So senators and congressmen, that's the ones who you need to vote for. Like the people that are from your local area and your state, they're representing you. So but I don't know. Fucking Texas is it's Republican. So really, it's going to be Republican vote, kind of no matter what.
Electoral does it just to in case in case the country fucks up. I'm like, all right, y'all don't know what y'all doing. We're gonna pick.
No, the popular vote. They do the popular vote. I don't know. I guess just so there could be like an uproar or something. Like if it doesn't go with the popular vote, everyone's gonna be like, fuck that. Like they didn't pick for me. They didn't pick for me.
Well, I think Hillary won the popular vote. And then the electoral won, and everybody's like, what the fuck, like. That's when I was like, bro, what the hell?
Because that's what they say. We're a republic.
Because I was like, fuck, that bitch won.
We're not a actual democracy. We're like a republic. So they vote for us, and the way they say it is that our electoral college votes for us because, like, we wouldn't be in our best judgment because we'd be like using our emotions or like something else, something like just based off something that's not right.
Yeah,
and so that's why they say they vote for us, basically. So it's cool. It's cool, whatever. But I feel like the shit's kind of been rigged anyways for a long time. But it's just like coming
to light.
It's coming to light now. It's because all the stuff like the Watergate stuff, like shit like that. I was watching something else about that, like how they said Watergate was like a scandal and a scandal. Like, okay, Watergate was already fucked up because they're stealing the information from like the Democrats, like so they got dirt on them and shit, right? Well, then the CIA is sending the guys that are the plumbers that are the fucking thieves for Watergate. They're CIA agents. So they're wanting to get caught. Yeah. They're trying to get caught. They're like fucking leaving IDs, like anything they could do to get caught. They're trying to get caught to fucking for the CIA's purposes. And then the fucking who was it? Nixon's just trying to get dirt on the fucking president, or the next person running for president, so he knows how to bash them. They're probably like, damn, this motherfucker's good. They're like, how the fuck does he get us every time? They're like, he knows what we're gonna throw at him.
I wipe shit on the wall.
Yeah, that's what I feel like too. Even now, that's what they're saying. Like a lot of the politicians, they got cameras and stuff. They bait them into. They say honey holes. That's what they call them, like honey holes.
What the fuck?
And they record them, and so that's how like the Epstein
technology
shit
is a motherfucker. Yeah. Just like the mass information with the social media,
just blackmailing.
It's crazy.
Because you'd be thinking like, why don't the motherfucker say something sometimes like why the fuck? And it's crazy too. Like in Congress and stuff like. Like the people at the Capitol got such weird ass fucking lives and shit. Like it's just like some weird shit.
And they be on, there's something to get exposed for, bro.
Who's that guy that was a cross dresser? The
lawyer.
Hey, fuck! He was like, he's like, come on. He said everybody here in the rooms wore some kind of female clothing in private, right? He said, come on, man.
Not like
He's all
that.
asking everybody in the back, you. He's like, nah.
Man, I forgot what the hell he was. He's like some kind of like Latin something. I can't think of what he was. But they said he went to Brazil. Yeah, he was in Congress, but then they like exposed him for fucking being like a cross dresser, and he was.
So come on, everybody does it.
He was in a drag show in like Brazil, and like what he was spending. They brought what he was spending out of his bank account, and like they said he was buying OnlyFans and like what the fuck else?
It's going crazy.
Yeah. Basically, they put all this business out there, but it's weird though that the shit is on hush. Like nobody knows about it until whenever.
And
something
they
happens
always
like
do
that.
some freaky shit like that.
Yeah, and it's always some weird ass shit
Like that's who we got running the governments.
who was it? Like how that even they said about the Hillary Clinton, like the emails. They said that fucking the Wiener guy. That was his last name.
And all that.
Yeah, the Wiener guy though. They said this motherfucker like had some sick ass shit in his laptop, and that was the real.
And it's like, why are y'all even involved with this shit?
Yeah,
like how do y'all meet?
Because it's our fucking own.
But I'm saying we don't meet people like that.
It be your own people. Look at
Yeah,
that.
but like just think about the common person. You don't meet people like that that are like awesome.
And that's
like,
the people
always,
running.
That's a whole
Yeah,
nother world.
yeah.
I
That's,
mean, y'all see Vince McMahon. I mean, I know it ain't the government, but I'm just saying that whole.
Yeah, but they got
fucking,
friends in government and
that's
politics,
what I'm saying.
bro.
Yeah.
like
I
they're all, Vince McMahon. Everybody grew up on wrestling, and it's like
because they're multimillionaires. You know what I mean? The multimillionaires hang out with multimillionaires and shit. Like
he goes, why not?
He's like, baby, I swear to God, I'll be home in 1 minute.
He goes,
Y'all need anything from the store?
He goes, no, but that shit trips me out. They even said that Khashoggi guy there, like he was he got chopped up in the embassy in Turkey.
Wow.
He was with the Saudis. He was like I think he was an ambassador for the Saudis, and he was real cool with George Bush Senior.
damn.
And he got chopped up, but they said he was fucking cool with Epstein too. I think they said he brought him.
He knew a lot of shit.
I wonder if there was a certain group of people though that went there and didn't know that was going on. Like this,
Yeah, they did it, bro. And then they get reeled into it.
Yeah.
And then they're like, gotcha. Like,
See,
it's too
but
late.
that, or
Like,
there's people partying it, and then there's another party.
well, no, they're drunk. They're fucked up already, and
But
they're
that
like,
nation we were at
fuck
was
it.
small compared to Epstein's.
No, but you wonder why Donald Trump doesn't have like shit come out like that. Like all they could get him was like with you know what I'm saying, like dancing with some young girls or something.
Yeah.
But
He
like
say he's gonna release that.
what?
The Epstein list.
Yeah.
Who
I
is?
hope so.
Donald Trump is?
Donald.
Damn.
He said
If he becomes president, he's gonna see. That's what I wonder what he's gonna do. Like if he really.
It just trips me out that they have it, but that why don't you take it? Like,
yeah.
bro, what the fuck?
And why
like,
did people die behind it? And why is it such a big deal? Like, if y'all don't have nothing to hide and y'all didn't
It's
do
because
nothing
it's
wrong,
all the corporations we buy from, probably. That's what it is.
because like
All
say
these
I got
fuckers.
invited back in the day before you knew Epstein was a weirdo, you're gonna go. You might not know all this shit's going on. You're like, hell yeah, I'm gonna go to Epstein Island. So
Not even- they even
there's
sell the
innocent
parties.
people probably though, I'd imagine. And then why don't they say something about it? Like, yeah, I was there. Like,
Because they
I
all got
didn't see
reeled in. Yeah, they all got something
You think
on
they
them.
did?
Yeah, because before he leaves, he's like, hey, just don't look. Look what I got. He's like, just so you know.
He's like, haha, you just
don't
looked at
ever
some
talk
sick
about this
bitch.
shit. Yeah, you just tell him, don't ever talk about this
I'm a
shit.
fucking
Like,
Sign NDAs, you know.
that too, yeah.
No, but they said
Man.
the reason I think why Donald Trump, they said like one of his mentors was like a CIA guy or something, and he was, or not, maybe not even, I don't know if it was a CIA or a mafia guy, but it was a guy that was blackmailing people like that. Like he had, like I said, the honey holes, and that was like one of Trump's mentors, and they're like, well, maybe this motherfucker got dirt. Like if that's his mentor, then he got dirt on everyone. So like that's why he lets his nuts hang like that, and
Hell
he just
yeah.
talks all the shit he wants.
He's like, oh, him right there? Yeah.
Possibility.
Yeah, that's what trips me out like about him, like the shit he be talking, and I don't know, it's just, because it's just like too good to be true that all this other shit's coming out about all these other people, but like no weird shit or they never found any dirt on Trump, like
Yeah.
besides bullshit.
Well, because at the end of the day, Trump's more of a real person than they are, as far as all these other people have grown up in this political world, you know, that they live in. He hasn't up until he ran for president the first time.
He was more of like a
So
celebrity.
he's
celebrity playboy
like,
type person.
He was
Yeah.
more of a normal person. I mean,
He was cool, man. That motherfucker was cool. He was always
Partier.
in like, yeah, he was.
always, but he was kind of part of the culture because people always, Trump this, Trump that.
I was like, damn.
Yeah, nah, because he was like a reality star.
Yeah,
but I think that's what really sold him. I think that's why people were pissed that he won, because he was like a reality star. They're like,
Yeah,
this
they felt like
clown.
we don't need him around.
Well, even he was on the news and
politics.
fucking on when 9/11 happened and shit. They had him on there and shit talking.
Oh, Home
And-
Alone.
Home Alone too.
Pretty much everything that they've already exposed to him is the only thing that they found on him. The whole Stormy Daniels thing. That's like the worst thing they found on him.
Yeah, and it's like all these other guys are weird fucking with kids. Like shit, he's just fucking a porn star.
Yeah,
Like,
there's
just say the
nothing
fuck
they
this
could
bitch.
do but try to get him arrested and You know,
Yeah, like
I mean, it looked
All
bad,
this
I guess, to
extra.
conservatives and shit that are like married and believe in marriage and stuff. But like a normal American, they're like, shit. Now you're a felon. You fucking bitches. You went to jail. They're like, shit. You be talking your shit. They're like, hell yeah.
you my kind of people.
They're like, he's like, he was one of us.
yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro.
Hey, he's like,
But he really has been though, bro. Like he was always like, even with the fucking interviews and shit. He used to be on. What was it on?
the shits.
They had to
Yeah,
roast
David
Donald Trump.
Letterman and shit. He was even on
Roasted
David
Donald Trump
Letterman.
and all that.
I was like, what the fuck? Like
hey, what if on Howard Stern?
he might
Man,
have,
that's a freaky
bro.
ass
Hey, they got him
show.
with Beetlejuice.
Oh yeah,
Hey,
Howard
he's
Stern wouldn't have him on there. I think
He's like, how tall are you? He's like
a-
about 6'9".
He's a hardcore Democrat. That fool.
Who is?
I think Howard Stern is.
For real?
I believe so, bro.
I don't know. You know what be
Well,
tripping me out?
his way of thinking's a little fucked.
Man, bro, I really like Robert De Niro, but I really don't know like what his deal is with Donald
bro.
Trump. Like he's like, fuck him. He doesn't like he be talking mad shit.
Probably over a girl.
That's what I'm
Right,
saying.
hey, what if it is,
I mean,
bro?
you gotta think they're about the same.
Bro, they're all about the
So
same
what is
age.
it?
You gotta think, bro. Like,
Hey,
Yeah.
I said that's a conspiracy, so we had to get behind it.
Yeah, he had running him with him a long time.
Yeah,
That's
ago.
exactly
hey,
what it's
that's what I
about.
said. He's either getting paid or is behind the bitch. I
Yeah.
said that's how most gang wars start.
Nah, for sure it's a bitch, man. Because
Because I was
he was a player, man.
I was like, bro, you're not like I love his movies and everything, but I'm like, man, you're not like anybody that should be speaking on politics like that much,
Yeah.
like having speeches and shit for people. Like that shit's ridiculous.
yeah.
I was like, then run, fucking to be a politician.
I'd be
then.
like, you just had a baby not long ago, nigga. Go take care of your baby.
Yeah, right. Be
And
like,
he's
man, you know
old as
that baby,
fuck.
you know that baby crying. He said, get us some Cambodian breast milk. So stop playing.
Hey, that shit was funny.
What
Dave
was-
Chappelle should run for president.
Dave Chappelle's pretty fucking smart. I'd
Yeah,
vote
he
for
is
him if he
very
ran.
smart.
He knows the regular life and the rich people's life.
Shh, that motherfucker, I don't know.
I can't
They
believe
wouldn't want him,
no
man.
one else outside of Kanye tried to run as far as celebrities or
Shit.
because Trump to me I think
Well, they done been did that.
They
Who-
probably
Arnold
lied.
Schwarzenegger was the first one.
Oh, he
in
was the
California, the
governor?
governor.
yeah.
Say that again. No, just kidding.
I'm talking
The,
about for president.
Terminator
I'm talking about for
Oh
president.
yeah.
president.
Like
yeah.
Trump did.
She said.
That was on
Shit,
his ass
they like,
killing
man,
Tookie
they all
Williams,
got dirt
remember?
on
He said
me.
T Raw. Nah, I don't know. I can't think of what other one. Shit, but
Kodak. Didn't Kodak try to knock it out?
hey, be like they
Come
should
on,
have.
man.
Man, I can't think of that. Kanye. I don't even know why
Oh
Kanye.
yeah, no, it's Sexy Red. Fool, remember?
Sexy
Oh,
Red.
It says Sexy Red for president.
Sexy Red for president.
That sounds like some
That's
shit
what she's
Javi
always
Contreras
saying.
would say.
Which
Bro, I don't know. So they be
Why he's
tripping.
twerking?
See, you bring him up.
They be tripping. Look,
He's
see,
in there.
hell yeah, he is.
see, they need to do something. They can't be having. They could make Sexy Red music, but they need to teach people. Hey, they need to just give them some education.
And why
Yeah,
the fuck
for
would
real.
Camilla Harris think that's like that's a joke, dude? Like
They're
you
like,
vote
did
for
you go to her concert? You go to
Yeah,
Camilla?
that's a fucking joke, though.
y'all
It's
seen
like
those-
that's what she thinks of y'all when y'all vote for her.
Y'all seen those clips where
Oh.
where when she's talking to different crowds, she
Bro,
talks different.
I was about to
She
say
sounds
that
like
shit was like so like what did they say? That's like cringe.
Yeah, cringe
She
as
was like,
fuck,
and y'all
bro.
better vote da da da. She was like, and,
It's
yeah.
not professional. It's not.
No, she was switching back and forth, and she was like, and you remember that we're. She was like, and y'all know what it's like, and y'all better vote for da da da.
Y'all know.
Yeah, she's like, y'all know.
Oh,
She's like,
changing her
hey,
shit.
bro, it was fake. I was like,
Culture,
Yeah.
vulture.
bro, that shit was
finest.
like fucking sick. I was like,
That-
When I seen that, it's like
And that's
it's
what
like
she
a,
thinks of the people that
a
she's trying to
nasty
get to
taste
vote.
in your mouth is like.
hey, bro, it'd be
It's
like
like a slap in the face.
You know what it felt
What
like?
the
You know,
fuck?
what it, bro. You know what it felt like? It felt like whenever the people be doing the YouTube pranks and they're like act black for $5. Hey, and then the white people do something fucked up. That's how she was talking, bro.
Like, that's
how,
what she thinks that.
that's how it made me feel. Yeah, she was like, that's how
This
she was
is 'cause I'm
relating,
level
bro.
with you guys.
yeah.
Look, I'm just like you guys, and they're like, that's my person. She's
Bro,
like,
it
what the
was.
fuck?
I think it was Detroit too. That's what was fucked up. Like you're in a majority
You know,
black city.
yes.
I didn't like seeing that. I was just like,
It was, like, sickening. That
So
shit-
I don't know
that's
who would vote
whack,
for her. Like,
dude,
like
that's
she's
whack.
mocking
And
you
it's
to
like-
your face.
Bro.
See, and I wonder if the people, if they're paying people to come out to her shit,
They are.
and to like, you know what I'm saying, like
Oh,
be there.
they did.
Like busloads go out there.
I
They
forgot
said.
they did that shit before.
Yeah,
were
bro, because I
recording
wouldn't
that
doubt
shit.
it. I wouldn't doubt it that they do it because it's weird though. Like how she hasn't done an interview too. Like Trump's done all these interviews and stuff. Like why are they not putting her out there like that?
about policy or anything.
Yeah.
She don't talk about.
I want
nothing.
to
She
grill
just-
both of y'all motherfuckers. Like I'm even like I don't care. Like shit. What are
But
you
tell
talking
me
about?
something. Like,
Yeah,
she don't
you're
say
not-
nothing that.
Yeah, it's basically like running off a teleprompter. That's how I feel like. Like they just
Yeah.
keep her like sheltered, but this motherfucker gets beat up, and it's not gonna hurt his votes. You know what I'm saying? Because people are already used to him saying throw it off shit.
See, that's what I said. That's fucking not equality shit. These bitches want equality. They're like, oh no, let's hammer this fool. Because I don't know if you've seen the little thing they made
Yeah,
about.
you see-
You see the thing about Alexa. They ask Alexa, hey, who do you think would be? Do you think I should vote for Donald Trump? And it tells her like, no, I can't give you advice. But when it asks about Kamala Harris, it tells you, oh yeah, she's this, she's that, like all like hyping her up pretty much. And I'm like, yeah, bro, like
you're saying,
Amazon.
No, it's weird. It's like
just running one way, pretty much, like making her.
September 10th, they're gonna have the debate.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's
they say TV to. Yeah, that'll be. Hey, bro, I just wonder what he's gonna say.
It should be highly viewed. I think
it's a shit show.
It should be one. I think it should be one of the most viewed debates.
Man, because Hillary Clinton was already funny. I could just imagine what he's gonna do with her. He's like, this bitch ain't got shit. He's like, Hillary Clinton was ready. She's been in politics for forever. Improving. Yeah. She made super predators.
I don't see her getting down and dirty with Trump. If you know what I'm saying, Trump comes out getting down there how he does. Throwing low blows or shit. I don't see her.
He was like, hey, and they're gonna have the muted mics again for his ass. Yeah, because that's what they did with Biden. They did the muted mics, but that's what they said. It helped Trump more than it helped Biden. It hurt Biden more than it helped Trump. Because fucking, they were like, he still didn't know what to say. Like, even though Trump, you couldn't hear him talking shit, it would have filled in the gaps whenever Biden wasn't talking because he couldn't come up with nothing.
He just kept throwing him off every time he talked shit. That's what he's like. Oh.
I mean, I think is been anticipated because like you said, no one's actually heard.
Got the griller.
Yeah, interviewed and questioned.
They said, I think they only said like CNN or someone was gonna do like a pre-recorded and do it live. I wouldn't give a fuck if it was on CNN, but just do that shit
needs
live.
To be live as fuck. And if they do it pre-recorded, then that shit's
you already know
what means. You're doing it so you can edit stuff out. We want to know what the fuck these people are saying.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we should.
Y'all want to run the country? Then we deserve to know what the fuck y'all think. Like,
fucking exactly.
Ain't fucking right.
Hey, and then like they'd be like, man, don't think she's black enough.
Hey, whenever Trump went in front of all them black ladies and shit, they were like booing him. That fool did stand on business though. He was like, "Oh well, she was Indian. I remember." And they're all like, "Oh, like all these bitches and shit." I'm like, bro, like he's really. I mean, he ain't lying. I mean, because hell, even I looked into that shit. I was like, "Oh damn, nah, this bitch ain't black." Conspiracy. I was like, she ain't black. I was like, unfortunately, I mean, I'm sorry to say,
but that makes it even more racist of her.
That's fucked up that they try to use that narrative. You know what I'm saying? They should. Black people should feel offended, bro. Like, bitch, that's offended to us. Like, how the fuck y'all gonna say that?
And she's trying to use that vote.
That's like a Venezuela running in. They say, "Oh, he's Mexican." But no,
like Lefty Gunplay. They said Lefty Gunplay's not Mexican. I was like, man, that's crazy. I don't know. That's what they said. His mom's Guatemalan and his dad's white or something.
Okay, but it's just like Mr. Capone. You know that he's Pakistani, but he's raised around Mexicans.
Yeah, they're like just because the gang made him Mexican. They're like they indoctrinated.
Yeah, they're like
beat his ass.
Welcome to the hood, homie.
Yeah.
He's like, fuck, fool, I'm Guatemalan, fool.
No, but I know, you know how you said that like that, like no, black people should be offended by Kamala Harris. That's why I was like, man,
gonna tear you up
I'd be offended if Joe Biden was like, you're not Mexican if you don't vote for Biden. I'm like, shit, fuck you.
I'm like,
yeah, like I said, man, what kind of bullshit?
Really like I'd be like, motherfucker. Like,
I'd be like, you never know what it was like.
But that's what they think of you.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
They think of you, even when they're being nice.
Yes, bro.
Her acting like that, it's like she's nicely telling you she's racist.
It's the mind fuck.
And that y'all are gonna vote for me because I'm acting like you. And they're like, we don't even act like that.
I'm talking like y'all.
You know, and not everybody acts like that.
No, but you know what? The people that are like scholars and that are smart, that are black though, they're
he got his hat over his head.
No, no, for real. They're really like hey, I ain't even felt this.
No, I know. I did not realize that because you're talking about some political. They're gonna be in the comments like, I'll never trust a guy.
They said my brain, my brain is under here. That's so big. No, but the people they don't buy into it though. Like I haven't seen anybody that was smart like buy into the Kamala Harris thing.
Nah, it don't make sense. Hell,
he goes. That's funny as fuck.
Hey, even Democrats are talking about voting for Trump. Fool.
No, that was crazy.
Yeah,
that was fucking
it was all family.
Robert F. Kennedy Jr. Yeah. They were saying he dropped out, but it was like part of the deal to help Trump.
Yeah,
that's what's crazy though, because see, I think like liberals and just Democrats, I think the meaning of a Democrat has actually changed, like from whenever his family was Democrats. Yeah, it's like I think it's just got so far off. That's why he runs as independent, because he's like not with their values anymore. Yep. And so that's crazy though that he's like deciding to You know what I'm saying? Say vote for Trump. That's tripped me out. I was like, ain't no way.
Didn't he say that he was gonna Trump was gonna make him like his attorney general or some shit? He was gonna make him something, and Trump was like, yeah. He's like, we're gonna get him too. You know what I mean? So that's why I was like, hell yeah. And
yeah, buddy, I'll get you a job.
Yeah, hell yeah.
But see,
he wants to help him like fix shit, you know, like that. So I'm like,
yeah, bro. That's another thing though too, is like about the media, like how I say they're censored because they're only focused on the Kamala Harris, Joe Biden, and Donald Trump, but nobody's really focusing on Robert Kennedy Jr. And the only time I seen him was just on podcasts, like people that just wanted to hear his opinion on stuff. But none of the major companies are like having him on, so it's just like it doesn't really give you another option.
Mm-hmm. I think CNN cut him off when he was like saying some real shit, bro. And then they just started talking.
They're like, you know, good.
They're like, I was like, what the fuck?
Like, you good?
Yeah, they're like, that's why.
I'm playing.
No, the man. See, I'll be watching too much like conspiracy shit. Like with them, they were saying like about his dad didn't get killed by the guy they said he got killed by.
Yeah,
and he said he actually goes and visit. He went and visited the guy in prison a few times, and he was like, I talked to him. He's like, and then they got the ballistics and stuff back, and he got shot from behind. They're like, he got shot. Someone got shot from the front, but then he got shot from behind.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do say that.
Yeah, I've heard of a couple stories.
Yeah,
and the way they interrogate people.
I've heard of the one where the driver. I've heard that story. People said the driver turned around and shot him.
Well, the way they interrogate people too, they make them all tired. Like they made them believe that he might have done it.
Well,
like,
the other
guy made them believe.
No, not that guy. Well,
you heard about that though, right?
Who was it? Was it him that said he didn't remember it? That
they basically like wore his ass out, and then basically was like, "You did this," and he's like, and then it gets to the point where you're like, maybe I did and I don't remember it.
Mm-hmm. You were there.
You start questioning yourself. Now you're admitting the shit you didn't do because they're like, fuck, I just killed somebody.
Yeah. Like, you did the president. Oh, my God.
They got like, I couldn't have. They're like,
they got that light in your face and shit.
They're like, come on, man. I thought about killing them. You know, we understand.
They're like, all right. Oh, what was that movie?
You know you done fucked up, right?
What's that one where they're trying to catch the guy, law-abiding citizen? He's like, I thought about killing them 1,000 times over and over in my head. And they're like, no. He's like, I never admitted to killing them.
Yeah, I told you, I thought about it. He's like, oh.
Hey, for real. He's like, oh, yeah. He said, good one. That was it. He said, He said, training day.
I don't know. I think the ending of that movie could have been way better.
Shawshank Redemption.
I think that was pretty fucking lame.
That's a sad movie, too.
It's Of Mice and Men. He said, good book.
Say that book, actually.
Luke, say you go ahead. You go hit that. I'll go ahead.
Yeah. I was gonna talk. That was it already.
Nah, what you got? What you got, buddy?
I thought y'all was gonna.
One more thing.
Y'all said something about Rich Homie Quan and shit.
Rich Homie Quan.
Yeah, that fool died. They say it's an OD and shit.
Fentanyl, bro. These pills ain't real.
I mean, his girl
to drugs.
Yeah,
man. You know what?
He said he passed out on the couch and shit, just like normal. Like I heard the 911 call. And she was just telling them like, oh, like he was laying down on the couch last night, and I just left him. And then in the morning when she was taking the kids to school, she said I just threw a blanket on them. And then she got back. That's when she was like, what the fuck? This fool ain't breathing. Like what the hell? Like and that's what she called.
Some drugs slow down your heart rate and shit, bro. So he might have had health problems from
that's why I was like, man, she should have checked that fool whenever he was.
You don't think like that when you live with somebody.
You're right. You don't. You're just like, oh, you just
to me. He's up there.
I'm gonna passed out.
I know shit.
He's sleeping. You know.
Yeah, he might be taking a nap or doing homework. So I'm not gonna think.
That's what I was like, fuck.
And then I come back the next day and you're still in there. I'm like, damn, bro, you ain't left yet.
He's like, you lazy bitch.
He's like, hey, I'm like, fat ass, get up.
She's like the old lady they found at Wells Fargo. She was in her cubicle for 4 days.
Oh shit!
You don't know.
Yeah. It was like on the Friday, and it came back. I think it was that.
They didn't even notice.
Like
There's like they're big. Hey, they're big, and they're over the disc, and they're always eating all the time.
She clocked in 7 a.m. on the Friday, and that
You're
was
a piece of shit for that.
And they said the only reason why they knew is because smell. Yeah, and so
they're like,
damn, Carla.
They're like, what'd you eat?
They're like, you know, you can shower at my house.
Man,
yeah, that's I believe she was 63.
What the hell?
That's horrible, man.
The only thing that I wanted to say about the Rich Homie Quan thing is that I'm really sad that he did pass away because I thought he was way better than Young Thug the whole time when they first came out.
Oh, he is? Yeah, bro.
I heard that that Get the Fuck Out My Face song. And that was the first time I ever heard. And I heard Young Thug screaming like that for the first time ever. I was like, what the fuck is this? I was almost turned off to it because Rich Homie Quan kind of was already hot. Yeah. And then like Young Thug, I feel like came out after him. Like they came out together, but I feel like
he already had traction.
Yeah, everybody wasn't trying to hear the yelling shit like that. Young Thug was doing it first. They were like,
wife and Richie, and people like, Young Thug beefing with him too.
But the thing is, he killed his whole career. That's why I'm like, man. And now all these people are coming out like showing him love, and I'm like, man, y'all let him just like not be hot anymore. Like
his
nobody
label,
would put him on
label,
songs.
His label didn't want to drop him and shit. And that fool talked about it in an interview. He was talking about how he was all depressed. He's like, man, that shit make a motherfucker depressed and shit. Like that the label wouldn't drop him. So he's like, fuck, I can't do shit. So that's why he kind of gave up on music. And he was like, fuck it. You know what I mean? But he said, I mean, I remember hearing, because he was on Dr. Green Thumb podcast too, saying shit about it too. Like, you know, how people wanted him to get back involved and shit.
Let me check.
You know what I mean? And so he could start doing music again. But yeah, that shit was fucked up, man. I was sad as fuck because I was like, yeah, I remember all those songs that came out and shit. You know what I mean?
All that support would have helped.
That shit was like, what the fuck?
All that support people are doing now, like, damn, y'all could have helped.
I know.
The
label kind of fucked that fool, man.
Yeah,
whole ass motherfuckers.
They could have like spoke out. They'd be like, y'all some whole ass
I
motherfuckers.
downloaded his last album and streamed it.
Man,
You did?
Mm-hmm.
Man, that shit fucking sucked.
Came out a couple months ago.
I said I paid my
Oh
subscriptions.
yeah, he had one song called "Real Life" too. The last one was 2022 or something like that.
Damn. Shit, and R.I.P. Beat King too, man. That was my motherfucking dog, man.
Hey,
God damn.
y'all
That one for
y'all-
real. I really did fuck with him. That's what I was telling him. I was
For
like,
real?
man.
I don't think I really heard a lot of.
I didn't know he
music.
was from Texas for the longest time. Hell yeah, all
What
his
songs
shit was
did
the
he
club
make?
music.
All club,
shake that
bro.
ass.
Yeah.
That's all I
Strip
started like shake
club,
that
strip
ass.
club shit,
It's just
bro.
him, his voice.
Yeah.
Hey, his voice too, like
Also,
shake that
that's
ass.
our-
Yeah.
Shaking
Live club
ass,
music.
yeah.
Bro.
That's all it's about.
Yeah, I never knew he was from Texas. Like, what was he's like, I got a hoe who got a hoe who got a hoe who got a
I guess they probably
get
was
some
some
Dutch
Dutch shit. That's like a big strip club
Oh,
shit.
R.I.P. man.
Bro, hey, tell that
He's the one
ring.
that started the whole cucumber.
Yeah, the cucumber shit, bro.
I don't know what that is.
When girls were sucking cucumbers and shit on stage, that fool would really have bitches up there and put a condom on the fucking cucumber, dog. Bro, I had him on Snapchat, bro. So he would go to Walmart. He'd say, like, he'd go to Louisiana. This fool go to the Walmart. He's all picking up. Bro, this shit would be having me dying, dog, on my life. That shit
It would have you horny.
He was funny.
I know you would.
He's like, man, I wish I could cucumber.
All right, well, you killed it with that one, but
No, Rainwater,
My boy about to say
Rainwater was talking about he went to his funeral and he's like, man, I went. He's like, because I missed church last Sunday. He said, so this Sunday, you know, I was gonna go to this deal. That was gonna be my church time. He was like, man, he said it was like the club in there. He said bitches was in there shaking ass and everything in his funeral. He said, he said all of her shake that ass.
Yo, shit, they have I didn't get to watch the funeral, but they had it live, but it's on YouTube. I've been meaning to watch it, and one of the guys on there talking, he was like, man, I came in here, I thought it was going to be a funeral. Nah, this is
everybody's like, he
King
should
all the
die
way.
more. He
Yeah.
should die again. Yeah, like shit.
But
so
yeah, I mean,
hot.
that fool made his own beats, did his own lyrics. He really did that shit, bro. So that's why I was like, man, I really fucked with that, because I was like, man, that fool,
That is some
he did
talent.
it all, recorded it himself and
No,
shit.
that's what he was talking about. Was his wife? He was like, man, he's like, I'm gonna give me a wife like her if I ever get a wife. He's like, man, she was running around like she was his mama, making sure everything was good. He's like, and I thought it was gonna be like church. And I was like, shit, that's live. That she like, because I'm sure she had something to do with that too, like the music and stuff playing.
Yeah.
the sad with Beat King is that he had been known he was having trouble. And,
For real?
Yeah. Their interview.
Yeah,
with
what was it? It was a
him,
Cotton's line. What did they call that though?
him and Slim Thug. Slim Thug sounded like, man, you need to go check. You need to go to the doctor. He's like,
Yeah, they were on
nah, I'm good.
that
Like, you know,
podcast.
I'm just gonna change my diet. And you know, he did slim down. I know.
Yeah,
I
he
mean,
did.
He
A
did
lot.
slim down. Yeah. a
What
lot.
was it, like drugs and eating?
No, he didn't do drugs.
Even up until recently,
He
he
didn't.
was still eating healthy.
I said a pulmonary embolism or something like
Yeah.
that. They said his lung, it was
a clot in his
lung.
lung.
And it,
Didn't get no
It's a
flow.
blood clot.
Yeah, because I said even on Instagram I follow, I watch that shit all the time. He came to Wichita not long ago. Man, well, I think I posted in the group like, man, I want to fucking go. I don't know why I
The
couldn't
sad
go.
thing is
but-
that I swear, because which I had a heart attack since then, but before
That's scary.
I felt like it possibly was that, because there's only 2 nights in my life that before my heart attack that I wasn't able to breathe, like laying down, like it was hard for me to breathe and
Scary,
shit.
bro. You were young when that
and
happened too, right?
that's like one of the main symptoms is that, like, you're not able to breathe properly and stuff, because again it's something in your lungs. Like with him, he had went through that already before, so he kind of already knew. So but this time it happened, the
That's the
clot
scary
didn't
thing
go
about when you
through,
get that little feeling.
yeah.
because that clot,
Like populations.
say I can have blood clots, that's why I take blood thinners, but that's why you take blood thinners, so it's thin enough to pass through if you do get a blood clot.
Yeah.
oh, okay.
So anytime with me, I say blood thinners. This for anybody say blood thinners. You get hit in the head, you're supposed to go to the emergency room.
Yeah, I was drinking one time and got hit in the head. And it looked like the WrestleMania
We gonna
where they get
die.
hit with the chair. Looked like
Macho
that.
Man Randy
But
Savage.
like, and anywhere someone blood thinners gets hit, you know, it bruises. Think about it, you know, it could cause
My cut didn't even
blood
heal.
clot somewhere or something.
Damn.
My cut stayed open all night. I stayed drinking all night.
Oh, bro,
And I woke up and got stitches.
Fucking raw.
Hey, I seen the nastiest thing because you said cutting your head. I seen the nastiest thing today, bro. I went to the fucking smoke shop. This motherfucker had maggots like coming
You're
out.
lying, bro.
Bro. Like his head. Unless it was lice, bro.
What the fuck?
But I'm talking
Not
about
moving.
because he had his head down. I'm in the drive-through, and then I'm just like paying attention. I was like, I told her, I was like, oh my God, did you fucking see that? And she was like, no way, that.
What?
Man, I swear it's like in the middle
there
of
was
his
a
head,
crawling?
like this.
What the fuck?
There was like one over here, and then there's like in the middle of the head, like a fucking like little mountain of them, like
Well, you see the drug
like
users
fucking
get
just
maggots
like
in this
this,
shit.
like. So I didn't know, and she's like, no, it's probably lice. I'm like, no, bro, like
lice
that
is
was
hard to
maggots.
see.
Because lice don't like it was like a little like fucking like this, just coming out like a bunch
Because lice
of
is
them.
like fleas kind
Well,
of.
what if it was like Men in Black? And he's,
Hey, you fucked
he's
up.
like
Yeah.
the roach, and he's like, I need more sugar. He's like,
I
remember they're like, oh man, you got me.
The wounds
Bro,
open up.
it was like literally.
Was he homeless?
Literally, I did like that with the shot. I like my finger did like that, man.
And he said,
Put-
brother.
Put
he said,
never
I
mind,
can-
can you-
He's like, what's
Sanitizer
wrong?
on there,
He's
too.
like, they like to be
I would
paid.
have been like, I don't need nothing no more, bro.
Bro,
You
like
good?
it was.
I bet your
was
head got
disgusting.
some shit on its head.
Hell no.
I was disgusted.
And he was working there?
Yes.
What
working.
the fuck?
He said, hey, brother, this
He's
is
like, they're hungry.
He said, this is
You
live
know-
shampoo.
They gotta go.
If someone
fucking
hears
retarded.
this, someone might.
They
I
keep
ain't
a
no
scalpel.
snitch, so someone could call the health department out there. I ain't gonna do it, but
A Kim discount. Look at that.
Man, shit, they can't call no
That
health
had to
department
itch.
smoke shop.
I gotta order my papers
And then
now.
I know that
Look at
shit itched.
bro, I'll tell you, it looked like
He got
maggots. I don't know how
bugs.
someone
I'm
can
telling
have
you.
maggots coming out of their head.
Unless they got a sore or something.
That's what I'm saying.
He might
bro.
got diabetes.
But that's what I'm
You got a
saying.
cut
Like,
on
that-
He said it's not uncommon that, you know, a guy got diabetes from top of his head
He
and
has
the
long
worms,
hair.
For
the
real.
worms is eating the sore.
Like, and he had a lot of hair. Like,
Was
he
it
had
all
hair.
pussy and shit? Did it
With that,
smell?
come on, bro.
See, he's about to throw up, bro. Now he's like,
Yeah. Okay, man.
I'm gonna put silk noises on there.
At the end of this, gonna be a fool with that shit.
I'm gonna put silk noises on that bitch.
on that note, look at that. It's been
Right
a
there,
good
buddy.
one, y'all. Been a good one, man. We appreciate y'all tuning in. Keep fucking with us, man. We're gonna keep pushing more shit out. I know Josh is ready to show them pearly whites. Well, they ain't
Not yet.
pearly yet, but you know,
They there.
they're gonna be. Look at that.
He goes,
But
"We
nah,
will."
we do appreciate y'all, man, fucking with it. Like, subscribe, fuck with us, leave a comment, and if you're a hating ass motherfucker, fuck
Do
it,
it
leave one
anyway.
too. Yeah.
He said, also, bye bye.